So we're looking at number one, balancing various accounts. Make a copy of following accounts, done already, and then balance each account as appropriate. So what we need to do here is we need to find the balance in our cash account, capital account, premises account, as well as our trade payable account. So in our cash account, we have debit 370, 130, credit 120, 210. So logically speaking, your cash should always have a debit balance because you cannot overuse your cash account. However, that doesn't apply to every single account. So the rule of thumb, whenever you try to balance an account, you need to find whichever side that is more. So if you have been doing on Microsoft Excel, you can actually see the sum here you can see is 500. So the debit side total is 500. You just need to find whichever side that is more. So debit 500, credit side 330. So if that's the case, my balance should be on the debit side. I should have a balance of 170. So technically speaking, I can just immediately write 170 here for my next year's balance. So I can just write balance brought down 170. So this one is next month's balance, which is September 1st. So technically speaking, I cannot just create a debit entry out of the blue. I must have a credit entry. So in order for me to have this debit side, I must have a credit side as well. So that is why I must have 170 here as a balance carried down. So this balance carried down actually just acts as a checking mechanism, whereby we add this, the left-hand side total should be equal to the right-hand side total because these are how much I have, this is how much I spent, and then this is my balance or my remaining amount of money. So this plus this should equal to these two on this side, and you will get a total of 500 here, 500 here. This total is insignificant to any form of your financial statements. We only need to use it to double check whether we get our amount correct or wrong. So this 500 doesn't appear anywhere inside your financial statements, just in your T account just to check. Okay, now you can actually see debit side and credit side are both summed up to 500. Done. This is how you do your balance. So these two are actually a pair of accounts that they work together. So without a balance carried down, you cannot have a balance brought down. So same goes to your capital. As you can see, capital is heavier or there's more amount on the credit side, which is 57,800 and 11,900 here. So what we need to do is we just need to take this amount minus this amount, and then you can find your balance on the credit side. So if you have Microsoft Excel, you can just use this plus this minus this and you can get the answer. So this is what we call your balance brought down, which must be the first day of the next month. And then the balance carried down must be the last day of the current month. Just put the same amount and then you should be able to get the same total here, 57,800, 57,800. Right? Well, and then for premises, if you have this type, you can just let it be. Or sometimes if you're forced to balance it out, then you can see it is just on the debit side. So the next year, it should be the same on the debit side. Just put 74,000 here. Right. Balance brought down. Just to show that nothing has happened to this account. So 74,000 here as a total. Sorry, this one you have to bring it up here, which is carried down, 74,000. Balance carried down. August last day, 31st. So we have 74,000 here, 74,000 here as well. Plus your trade payable, you can see it's only on one side. So just take that total as your balance brought down, 4,200. 4,200 here. Balance carried down on the last day of the month. Balance brought down on the first day of the month. And then we can have our 4,200 here as well. And that should be all that you are supposed to do for question number one. As you can see, all the balance brought down and carried down they are a pair. You must do them as a pair. Here and here, here, and here, here, and here. And that's it.